I think we better do it now, and then we leave the questions and things afterwards. So, I will need someone who has a dilemma or something they wanted to explore. You have something? Yeah. I tell you the principles, the rules, so to say. For me, as a supervisor, so to say, the format is the most important. And I'm sculpturing language and the format. But inside of that, it's free. So what is going to happen is you having something that you want to explore, and you will not say anything, provide no information at all. So, and now you're going to stage this dilemma the way you see it. By using us in here, and you can make it a small or a bigger systems. Like you heard on the tape, I sometimes have group with 17 people, so we can create many different systems, like the social government, the family, the therapist, you know, and the relatives in Africa, whatever. So, and you have to take your time, because you cannot know until you start. So, for example, if I have a dilemma, and I'm thinking of a family, then I will pick probably, for example, Gavin, like this, and I think he is the father. But I can be tricky too, I think that he's the mother. Because what people mostly do is they try to figure out who is it and who am I, you know. But don't do that. So I would think of him as the father, and then I will think when I'm putting him up, well, let's see, what about the father? Well, he's kind of sad, so I show Gavin. And then he will know, but he don't have to be in that until the scene is ready. And then I might take someone else, and I think that's the mother. And then as an example, so I will take you, and then I have to think, what about the relationship between them? How close? Well, maybe, and then you can, you know, sort of, like that. And you look like this, okay, but and then I correct, so, and then I think of the children maybe, and so on and so on. So I stage the dilemma, and while doing this, I'm formulating for myself also what I know. And one very important thing which most people forget, so I hope you will not forget this, is that you will put someone in who's the representative. So for example, if you're standing there and I am the therapist, I take her as a representative of me. And then I have to think again all over, where am I in the system? Am I close to the mother? Or am I... This is the usual, a common way of posing the therapist. So usually, but don't do that as the last thing. You know, usually you do this and say, oh yes, and then you put, and then everyone knows who's the therapist. Well, it does. Whatever happens will be fine. The good thing about the format is that you can either be wrong or right. You cannot do it right either, because there is no right. This is about knowledge in the making, and you cannot be right or wrong. So you can only be. It's a picture, it's your perspective. So, and then when you have staged the system, you, if it's me, I leave the system to observe. And I'm not allowed to say anything, I'm just observing. And then in real, the supervisor is me, I will do the scene changes and things like that. I ask everyone to remain in the position for about 5-6 seconds, and then I say, whoever wants to do anything, something, do it. So people will move and do things. Maybe she finds out that she runs to the therapist, or something. And then he maybe, do something like that. And then I say, stop, voices. And then everyone is giving their voice. in an ordinary language, not reflections. I thought that my role, it was, I didn't want to be with him, It's this kind of language that is, so we fill the room with ordinary language and ordinary feelings about, in an everyday language. And he said, and I got so sad when she ran away, or whatever happens. So, and then we can change to the next scene, we can continue, but then I can show you. Is that instructions good enough for the moment? So the most important is say nothing, take the time to do your staging, and put someone representing yourself in the picture. Okay? Go on. And for the energy, please stand up, everyone, because we're all in it.